Island of Hope. My name is Jackson Harper, and I am a former soldier who always dreamed of a peaceful life after service. However, fate had other plans for me. On the day our plane crashed into the Pacific Ocean, I realized that I would have to fight for survival once again. It all started when I decided to go on a trip to take a break from daily routines. My friend Liam Blackwood, an engineer, invited me to join a group heading to a small resort island for a vacation. The group consisted of various people, each with their own stories and reasons for this trip. Among them were Emma Richards, a doctor seeking a break from her demanding job at the hospital, Sophia Carter, a teenager who won the trip in a contest, and Michael Stone, the pilot who often worked on charter flights. Our flight began wonderfully. The sky was clear, and the plane soared high above the ocean. I sat by the window, admiring the endless expanse of water. We chatted, laughed, and made plans for our vacation. But a few hours into the flight, everything changed. Suddenly, the plane started shaking. Michael, who was at the controls, announced that we had hit a turbulence zone. Initially, we didn't give it much thought, but as the shaking intensified, it became clear that this was something serious. The plane began losing altitude, and we felt it descending rapidly. Panic gripped the passengers. I tried to calm Sophia, who was sitting next to me, holding her hand. Liam and Emma also tried to help other passengers. We all felt that something had gone terribly wrong, but we were helpless to do anything about it. The plane continued to fall, and we knew our chances of survival were diminishing with each passing second. The impact with the water was powerful. Water quickly filled the cabin, and Liam and I helped others escape the aircraft. We clung to floating debris, trying to stay balanced and not lose each other in the chaos. When we reached the shore, it became clear that we had landed on an uninhabited island. Our first task was to find water and shelter. We set off in search, hoping to find a source of fresh water. Soon, we came across a small stream, which gave us hope for survival. The next few days were spent building temporary shelters from branches and leaves. Emma provided medical care to the injured, while Liam began drafting plans for more reliable structures. Despite her age, Sophia proved to be incredibly helpful, assisting with various tasks and boosting the group's morale. Michael and I often argued about the best way to organize our survival. He had his own perspective on the situation, but I understood that military discipline and organization could be the key to our rescue. Despite this, we gradually found common ground and tried to work together. One day, while exploring the island, we found traces of previous inhabitants. There were old huts and remnants of tools. This discovery gave us hope that we were not the first to be stranded here, and perhaps there was a way to return home. After several weeks on the island, it became clear that survival would require more than just physical strength. We divided the responsibilities among ourselves. Liam handled construction and repairs, Emma took care of the group's health, Sophia searched for food, and Michael and I scouted new areas of the island. Our first major breakthrough came when Liam crafted a fish trap. We caught several large fish, and it became a celebration for everyone. The food lifted our spirits and gave us the strength to face further challenges. Conflicts were inevitable. We were all exhausted and hungry, leading to frequent arguments. One time, Michael accused me of spending too much time looking for food instead of building a shelter. We almost came to blows, but Emma intervened and managed to calm us down. One day, during an exploration of the island, we found traces of previous inhabitants. These were old huts and remnants of tools. This discovery gave us hope that we were not the first to end up here and that there might be a way to return home. But our troubles were far from over. One of the group members fell seriously ill, and Emma had to find medicine on the island using local plants. This was a dangerous task, as we didn't know which plants might be poisonous. During one of these trips, Emma found a plant that, according to her, could help. We gathered it and made a decoction. Fortunately, it worked, and our companion recovered. This incident united us, making us work even more cohesively. We learned to collect rainwater, set traps for fish, and build more reliable shelters. Each day was a new challenge, but we didn't give up. Every drop of water and every morsel of food was worth its weight in gold. There came a moment when we almost lost hope. Days turned into weeks, then months. But one morning, as the sun began to rise, I saw a ship on the horizon. At first, I thought it was a mirage, but with each passing minute, it came closer. We raised a signal fire and tried to attract the crew's attention. As the ship drew nearer, we saw people on the deck who had noticed us. They rescued us and brought us back to civilization. This journey changed me. I returned home, but my love for the ocean remained. I knew that one day I would return to these endless expanses that had given me so many trials and so much hope. Now I understand that life can be unpredictable, but in every wave there is hope. This experience taught me to cherish every moment and every person who was there during that difficult time. And although we returned home, the bond between us remained strong. We realized that together we could overcome any difficulty.